Everybody told me, look up to somebody. I did it.
They all let me down.
Now I only look up to God. I watched heroes turn into headlines. Friends become strangers, promises become memories, loyalty become a luxury nobody wanted to afford. So forgive me if I don't worship people anymore. I've seen too many crowns hide empty hearts, too many perfect smiles cover poison intentions. Everybody wants followers, nobody wants accountability. Everybody wants the spotlight, nobody wants the cross. I learned the hard way, when you build your faith on people, it collapses every time they leave. That's why my eyes don't chase celebrities, my knees know a higher direction. When the applause stopped,
God stayed.
when the phone stopped ringing,
God listened.
when I had nothing left, He was still enough.
I only look up to God.
'Cause people change like seasons. His mercy found me when I couldn't
Find myself.
You can keep your idols,
I'll keep my faith.
I'd rather walk with heaven beside me than stand with the whole world
Against my soul.
I only look up to God, because He's the only one who never looked away. The world taught me to chase money, God taught me to chase purpose. The world measured me by numbers, God measured me by my heart. I've been judged for scars people helped create. I've been hated for telling truths people weren't ready to hear. Funny, the same crowd that cheers you today would disappear tomorrow if your life stops benefiting them. So I stopped living for approval. Likes can't heal trauma, followers can't forgive sin, platforms can't replace peace. Only God can walk with you through a valley nobody else is willing to enter. I've cried prayers without words, and somehow He still understood every single one.
I only look up to God.
'Cause people change like seasons. His mercy filled me when I couldn't
Find myself.
You can keep your idols,
I'll keep my faith.
I'd rather walk with heaven beside me than stand with the whole world
Against my soul.
Stop telling me to become like somebody else. I'm not chasing another man's shadow, I'm chasing the purpose God wrote before I was born. I don't need a throne, I need integrity. I don't need another title, I need a truth. Success without character is failure. Wearing expensive clothes, money without peace is poverty with a better address. The world keeps changing masks, God never changed His name. That's why my foundation isn't built on opinions, it's built on the rock that storms can't move. If you're listening and you've been disappointed by people,
Don't let that convince you.
God is the same. People leave,
People lie.
people fail.
God doesn't hurt. I only look up to God.
Not because my life is perfect, but because He's perfect. When my life isn't, when my strength ends, His begins. When my hope fades, His life remains. The world offer me temporary applause, God offer me eternal purpose. So if I lift my eyes today, there's only one direction worth looking.
I only look up to God.
If everyone walked away tomorrow, I still have the one. When my phone stays silent, not because there weren't contacts, because there wasn't anybody who understood what I couldn't explain. The people who said I'm here forever couldn't survive one difficult season, but every time I close my eyes, I found a God who never asked how successful I was before He listened. I brought Him my anger, my questions, my failures, my doubt, and somehow He still called me His child. That's a love this world can't manufacture. Yeah, you what this world can't manufacture. Yeah, you ever fight a battle nobody else can see? Smile all day, then wrestle with your thoughts all night. I know what that's like. I've questioned my purpose, I've questioned my future, I've questioned why good people carry heavy crosses, but I never questioned when the God can't hear me, because sometimes His silence wasn't rejection, it was preparation. The seed doesn't complain while it's underground, it trusts the process. Maybe That's what faith is.
Growing when nobody can applaud you.
I stopped chasing people. I stopped chasing people the day I realized you can't force loyalty. Some hands only clap when you're winning. Some voices only call when they need some. Some hearts only love you while you're useful. That's not love, that's a transaction. God never asked me to earn his attention. He met me at my lowest before I had anything to offer. That's why I don't bow to popularity. I bow to the one who carried me when I couldn't carry myself.
I couldn't carry myself.
Everybody wants the crown.
Nobody wants the cross.
Everybody wants the.
Nobody wants the testimony.
Nobody
wants the trial.
Everybody celebrates the resurrection. If you understand the sacrifice that came first, God never promised a painless road. He promised he'd never leave me walking it alone. So when the rain comes, I don't panic. Storms can't drown a promise God already spoke. The mountain looks impossible
Until you remember who created it.
The world keeps changing its definition of success. Today good enough, tomorrow you're forgotten. Today they love you, tomorrow they replace you. That's exhausting. So I stopped asking strangers who I am. The one who created me already answered that question. I'm not what they tweet, I'm not what they assume. I'm not my worst mistake, I'm not the labels they attach to my name.
I'm who God says I am.
That's enough
To silence every lie.
my fear. Try to tell me
When faith is all you have.
there were mornings I had no plan, just prayer, no certainty, just faith, no strength, just surrender. And somehow that was enough, because miracles don't always begin with confidence. Sometimes they begin with someone whispering,
God, I don't know what to do anymore.
faith isn't pretending you're fearless. Faith is taking the next step while your knees are still shaking. The day I stopped looking around for someone to save me was the day I finally looked up. Not toward fame, not toward power, not toward approval, toward heaven. Cause every person I idolized eventually proved they were human. But every promise God made has outlived every disappointment I've ever faced. So if tomorrow everything I built falls apart, my faith won't if everyone forgets my name.
He won't if the whole world turns its back. He won't, that's why I don't measure my life by applause.
I measure it by obedience, because at the end of every race,
The only voice I wanna hear is the one that says,
well done. I don't know who needs to hear this, but stop putting people on pedestals that were never created to stand on.
people will disappoint you.
Even good people.
But don't confuse human failure with God's character.
If you've lost your trust in everyone,
Don't lose your faith in Him.
because when every door closes,
When every hand lets go,
when every voice
goes quiet,
there's still one voice.
calling your name.
Nobody visits. Not because the door is locked, cause I got tired of explaining why everything inside looked broken. People only know the version of me that survived the storm. They don't know how many nights I begged God to stop the rain. I lost people I thought would stay forever. Watched promises fade faster than sunsets. Heard words that echo long after the conversation ended. Still, every morning God whispered, get up. Not because the pain was gone, because the purpose was still alive. The enemy wanted me to measure my future by my wounds. God kept reminding me that scars don't predict destiny. They testify that I made it through battles designed to bury me. So every time
I stand again,
I'm not showing how strong I am, I'm showing how faithful He has been. When success lost its voice, I chased dreams until I caught them. Then realized dreams don't hug you when you're crying. The awards never pray with me. The applause never stayed. After midnight recognition can fill a stadium, but it can't fill a soul that's starving for peace. Everybody wants to be seen, few people wanna be known. Because if they knew how many times I almost quit, would they still call me successful? Would they still say I'm strong? Or would they realize the only reason I'm still standing is because God refused to let me fall without purpose? Every blessing I have started as a prayer, I almost stopped praying. Every open door was waiting behind the scenes, and I almost walked away from.
Now I understand.
Delay was never denial, it was preparation for a blessing.
I wasn't ready to carry it.
God had to break my pride before he built my purpose. I thought I needed more money, he showed me I needed more character. I thought I needed more recognition, he showed me I needed more humility. I kept asking him to change my circumstances, instead he changed me. Cause sometimes the biggest miracle isn't the mountain moving, it's becoming the person who can climb it. I used to pray,
Lord, remove every storm.
now I pray,
Lord, teach me how to worship while it's raining.
because sunshine doesn't reveal faith, storms do. Anybody can praise God when life is easy. Real faith keeps singing when the answers haven't arrived yet.
I stopped worshiping people. I stopped worshiping people. I stopped worshiping
Yeah,
people.
yeah. I used to believe people could complete me, that the right friend, the right relationship, the right opportunity would finally make me whole. But every person I depended on was human, and human eventually disappoint. Not always because they're evil, sometimes because they broken too. So I stopped building altars for people who needed grace just like I do. I respect people, I love people, I learn from people, but I worship only God because he never needed my perfection to offer me his love. He saw every hidden flaw, every selfish motive, every secret fear, every mistake I'd ever make, and still chose the cross. Tell me, who else has loved me like that? Nobody. That's why my eyes keep looking higher.
If tomorrow
The whole world forgot my name,
he wouldn't,
if every platform disappeared,
his purpose
wouldn't, if every friend walked away,
his presence
wouldn't, if every opportunity closed, his promise,
wouldn't.
I've learned that faith isn't believing.
God will always change your situation.
Faith is believing he's still good, even when your situation hasn't changed. I've seen valleys become classrooms, failures become foundations, heartbreak become wisdom, tears become testimonies, and prayers become miracles I didn't recognize until years later. So if you're asking me who I admire, who I trust, who I follow, who I lean on, who I surrender to, who deserves the highest place in my life, there's only one answer. Not because
Life has been easy,
not because I've never doubted,
not because I've never cried.
but because through every victory,
Through every betrayal,
through every unanswered prayer,
through every closed door,
through every lonely night
through every battle,
I thought would destroy me, there has only been one constant,
one shepherd,
one savior,
one savior.
one father, one name that never failed me.
That's why
I don't look up to fame,
I don't look up to money.
I don't look up to people.
I only look up to God.
He heard the tears before they celebrated the victory. He walked with me through every defeat. People only know the chapter where I smiled. God remembers every page I almost ripped out of my story. I was fighting wars with invisible scars, smiling through conversations that were exhausting me, carrying responsibilities that looked light to everyone else but felt like mountains on my shoulders. Some nights I couldn't tell whether I was losing faith or just running out of strength. And I remember, faith isn't measured by how loud you worship. Sometimes, yeah, it's measured by the fact that you still whisper, God, I trust you, when everything inside you wants to quit. I used to hate closed doors. I thought every rejection meant I wasn't enough. Then I realized some doors don't close to punish you, they close to protect you. Imagine if God answered every prayer the moment you asked. I'd have walked into rooms that would have destroyed me. I'd have trusted people who only came to use me. I'd have accepted opportunities that looked like blessings but were really beautiful distractions. Now I thank God for every no, cause every no made room for a better yes. Looking back, his silence was never empty, it was full of wisdom I wasn't mature enough to understand.
And the world defines success.
The world said,
become rich.
God said,
Become faithful.
the world said,
Build your influence.
God said,
Build your character.
the world said,
Be known by everybody.
God said,
Be known by me.
one path feature ego, the other feature soul. I spent years trying to impress people who forgot my name the next day. Meanwhile, heaven celebrated the prayers. Nobody heard the tears, nobody saw the obedience, nobody applauded. That's when I learned real success isn't measured by the size of your platform. It's measured by the size of your surrender. I've been through fire, not the kind that burns skin, the kind that burns illusions. The fire that teaches you who your real friends are. The fire that strips away every fake foundation. The fire that leaves you with nothing except God. Funny thing about fire, it either destroys you or refines you. The enemy thought the flames were in my story. God used them to forge my faith. Now when I see another storm, I don't ask,
Why me?
I ask,
What is God?
preparing me for now? Because every battle I survived introduced me to another side of His faithfulness.
My knees know the way.
People ask, how did you keep going? The answer was never that I was fearless. The answer was simple. My knees learned the road to prayer when my mind was too heavy. Prayer carried it when my heart was too broken. Grace held it when my future looked uncertain. His promises became my map. I don't have all the answers, I still have questions. I still have days where I feel weak, but weakness doesn't scare me anymore. Because every time I reach the end of my strength, I discover the beginning of His end. When my story is finally over,
Don't remember me for the numbers. Don't remember me.
for the applause,
Don't remember me.
for the spotlight,
Don't remember me.
as someone who refused to trade truth for popularity,
Don't remember me.
as someone who stood firm when compromise looked easier,
Don't remember me.
as someone who pointed people higher than myself. Cause if my life makes people admire me, sell. But if my life makes people seek God, then every scar, every setback, every lonely season, every unanswered prayer, every sleepless night, every mountain, every valley, every tear, every lesson, every sacrifice was worth it. So I keep walking, I keep believing, I keep praying, I keep standing.
Not because I'm stronger,
Than everyone else,
but because I've learned.
where true strength comes from, and till my final breath.
The only name I'll place.
All I own was faith, no answers, no open doors, no certainty. Just another sunrise, asking me to trust a God I couldn't see. People mistake faith for confidence, it isn't. Faith is trembling and still taking the next step. Faith is crying through a prayer you've prayed 100 times and praying it 101. The miracle wasn't that my problems vanished. The miracle was that my faith survived them. I stopped chasing the world. Yeah, I used to run after applause, thinking if enough people believed in me, I finally believe in myself. I climbed ladders that leaned against the wrong walls, won races that led to empty destinations, bought things I thought would fill the silence, they never did. Because purpose can't be purchased, peace can't be performed, identity can't be downloaded from somebody else's opinion. The world kept offering me temporary trophies, God kept offering me eternal truth. Now I know which one is worth holding. The prayer nobody heard, I whispered prayer so quietly, even I wondered if they reached heaven. God, if you're still here, give me one reason to keep believing. No lightning struck, no voice echoed, no mountain moved, just peace. A kind that doesn't make sense, the kind that sits beside you when the room still looks dark. That's how I knew He was listening. Not because everything changed, because I did. Sometimes God doesn't remove the storm, He teaches you how to walk through it without drowning. If tomorrow my name name was forgotten. It wouldn't be if every song I wrote stopped playing. His truth would keep speaking. I don't wanna build a kingdom that ends with me. I wanna leave footprints that point people to something greater. Fame, phase, trends, change, crowds move on, algorithms forget. But truth doesn't expire, grace doesn't go out of style, and God doesn't need the world's permission to change a life. Yeah.
There were nights I almost believed every lie fear whispered that I wasn't enough.
That I missed my purpose, that my mistakes were bigger than God's mercy.
The enemy kept reminding me of my past. God kept reminding me of his promise.
One voice spoke shame, the other spoke grace. One voice called me my failure, the other called me his child. I had to decide which voice deserved my attention. The moment I chose faith, chains started breaking that nobody else could even see. A mountain didn't teach me how strong I was, and taught me how faithful God had always been. Every step I climbed alone, He was carrying more than I knew. Looking back, the greatest miracle wasn't reaching the top. It was realizing I never walked by myself. Every closed door redirected me. Every delay prepared me, every heartbreak deepened me, every failure humbled me, every prayer strengthened me. So now when another mountain stands in front of me, I don't ask,
Can I make it?
I ask, God, what are you about to teach me?
I've seen people change for money.
I've seen people change for money,
I've seen friendships disappear.
over success.
I've seen love become a transaction. I've seen truth become unpopular. I've seen good people lose hope.
I've seen.
Strong people fall apart.
That's why my confidence isn't built on human promises. It's built on the one whose word has outlived every empire. When history wrecks its final page, only one kingdom will still stand.
Only one name
Will still save.
only one truth
Will still matter. So let the world keep chasing.
whatever shines.
I keep chasing the light that never burns out.
Let the world keep looking for another hero.
I've already found
The only savior.
I'll never need. So if you ask me who I admire, who I trust, who I follow,
Who I surrender to.
who I lift my eyes toward when life doesn't make sense,
My answer.
will never change.
Yesterday, today,
And forever.
I only look up to God.
I only look up to God.